Hey everyone, it's me. Come to the series, The Big Picture. We are taking a look at the entire Bible in under 5 minutes. So grab your Bible and get ready. Today we're going to look at Exodus chapter 17, verses 8 to 13. This is the story of the Battle of Rephidim. Now, if you've been with us for a while, you'll know that we love to look at maps. Today's no different. Now, if you remember in our last video, we finished looking at the giving of the 10 commandments on Mount Sinai. And here we see the people of Israel traveling from Mount Sinai to this place called Rephidim. Here they are attacked by the Amalekites. And so Moses leads his people into battle. Now it's important for us to note that these 3 mountains, including Mount Sinai, were actually one giant mountain that was later broken in half. So Moses would have actually been very close to where he received the 10 commandments. And standing on this mountain, he lifts up his hands, the staff of God, and calls out to God for help against the Amalekites. Now, notice what happens. As long as Moses' hands were raised up, Israel prevailed. But when his arms began to fall, the Amalekites began to gain the upper hand. You might be wondering, why would God give victory to Israel only as long as Moses' arms were raised? And then when his arms grew weary, he wouldn't give victory anymore. Well, this teaches us something very important about prayer. Prayer is not a formula. Prayer is not a magical phrase that we say, or a ritual that we perform. Prayer is simply coming before God and talking to Him. And as long as Moses was lifting up his hands, he was declaring dependence upon God. But when his arms grew tired, he stopped praying, stopped depending on God, and immediately Israel began to lose the battle. But thankfully, Aaron and Hur came to Moses' aid. They helped him to hold up his arms, and so Israel began to win again. Then when Moses' hands grew tired again, they said, "Don't worry, Moses, we've got this." And they held up his hands. And so God gave victory to Israel. So what's the big picture here? Well, the big picture is this. Victory comes when we depend upon God. And when we depend upon God, we can't just give up. We need to keep lifting up our hands, keep crying out to God, keep talking to God. Even when it seems like He's not listening, even when it seems like our prayers aren't being answered. We must keep coming to God because He is the God of all the impossible situations. And friends, as long as we're depending on God, as long as we're holding up our hands, we will receive victory. But the moment we stop, well, then the enemy can begin to attack. So let's learn from Moses, and let's never stop praying. Okay, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed this little snippet of history. If you want to learn more about the history of Israel, then please follow along with the series. There's some great stuff there, and I can't wait for the next video. See you soon.